All right, so this is your review for hints. So a plane is intersecting a cylinder that is parallel to the base. This was very similar to the IXL that we did in class, where if you sliced the cylinder to where it was parallel to the bottom, we would see a circle shape here. So number one, the answer is a circle. For number two, we went through all the nets and we figured out which ones would fold into cubes. So this one was shape A. Let me zoom out so you can see it. So shape A, we were able to fold up into a cube. So we said yes for that one. For net B, it's in the shape of a cross. And so we were able to join all the sides as well as the top and bottom. B works, so we said yes. All right, net C looks like this. So we took it and we folded it. And I've got all 6 sides. So yes, C works. C works. D looks like this. If we folded it up, we realize that these two overlap each other, and we've got one of the edges or one of the faces is missing right here because we've got an overlap on one side. So we found out that D was a no. All right, E looks like this. We've got our 4 sides and our top and bottom. So yeah, E works. All right, and then the last one was F. Kind of a strange shape. My advice to you, if you get on the test and you have one of these examples, is to draw it and try to fold it yourself. But anyways, F does work. It's got a cube, it's got all 6 faces here. So F worked. So our answer to number 2 was D. All right, the hints for number 3, it says which figure, it says this figure is to be painted on the 4 triangular sides. What is the measure of the area to be painted? So if it just wants the triangles painted, what that means is I need to find the lateral surface area. I don't want to paint the bottom, so I'm going to leave that out of my formula. So I need the lateral surface area, which is PL divided by 2. P stands for perimeter of the base. L stands for slant height. If you look, slant height is 17 in this one. All right, 15 is the height of it, but we don't want the height. We want the slant height, which is 17. All right, perimeter of the base, it's going to be the distance all the way around the base. Y'all can figure that out. Number 4, find the volume of the shape below. So it's 2 shapes in one. It's a cylinder and it's a cone. So you have to find the volume of a cylinder, find the volume of a cone, and then add them all together. That'll give you the total volume. Number 5, it's a cone. So all you have to do is plug in the stuff into your volume of a cone formula. Pi r squared h, your radius is 5, your height is 6. Whatever number you get up there, divide it by 3. Number 6 is a cylinder. That's just a formula. It wants the volume of it. So pi r squared h. Radius is 4, height is 12. Just plug it into your formula. Number 7. So number 7, it says which is not true about the net of this prism here. All right, so let me show the vocab again. Parallel is whenever lines in a plane do not meet or intersect. So A and C are parallel, D and B are parallel. Perpendicular means 2 lines that meet at a right or a 90-degree angle. So in a square, A and B, B and C, C and D and A are perpendicular to each other because they meet and they make a 90-degree angle. All right, same for lines. If they meet and make a 90-degree angle, they are perpendicular to each other. Adjacent means lines that are next to or adjoining, so connecting to a vertex. So A and B are adjacent, B and C, C and D and A. Q and R meet at this vertex, they are adjacent. R and S and Q are adjacent. So you need to take those vocab words and apply them to this net, all right? So you have to say which is not true. For number 8, it says find the radius if it gives you a volume. So what you need to do is use the volume formula. All right, and you'll work backwards to figure out what the radius is. So you'll plug in that 1436.76 on the left side. Once you do that, you'll solve and you'll multiply both sides by 3 to cancel out the fraction. Divide both sides by 4 pi until you end up with r cubed equals some number. Now I'm just making this number up, but let's just say you got 27,000 equals r cubed. The way you would undo a cube is by taking the cube root of it. And when you enter it into the calculator or Wolfram or Desmos or whatever calculator you use, you would plug it in like this, 27,000 to the 1/3 power. And whenever you do that, it'll give you your radius. All right, number 9, it says a homeowner wants to adjust the design to his future swimming pool. The original design is shown below, so you can see that it's a 6 by 11 pool and the depth is 3. Now he wants to double that depth of the pool. So his new pool, you can draw a picture if you want to, the new pool is going to be twice as deep. So that 3 is now going to become a 6. So you will find the volume of the first pool. Then you'll find the volume of the second pool, and there will be some kind of relationship between the two. So you have to find the volume of both of them, the volume of this first pool and the volume of the second pool, which is still 6 by 11, but it's going to have a depth of 6. All right, you'll find the relationship between them and answer from the choices. All right. Number 10, you need to be familiar with your vocab as far as like pentagon, hexagon, things like that. So remember, a pentagonal prism means that my bases are prisms. So I've got 2 prisms on the top and bottom, and then, rectangles around the side. So you'd find the number of edges. There's 5 edges there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around the side, and 5 on the other side. All right, cube, you would have to do the same, figure out how many edges there are. Triangular pyramid means a triangle on the bottom, and it's a pyramid shape. How many edges are on it? And hexagonal pyramid means a pyramid with a hexagon base. So you would need to find the number of edges. And once you find the number of edges, it's asking you which of the following has the largest number of edges. So you'll find them all and figure out which one has the most. Surface area of a cylinder, it's just that easy. Your radius is 2, your height is 6. You plug it into your formula. Number 12 can be tricky to visualize. I wrote a little hint here. Make sure you're looking at it from the top down. That is what I guess it's calling the front. So I drew some arrows to help you here. So it wants to know which one has 3 cubes stacked on the top right, 3 here, 2 here, 3, 2, 3, and so on. So this one has 1, 2, 2. But that doesn't match what it wants us to. So make sure you're looking at it from the top down. And if, that's hard to visualize, see if you have anything around the house that you can stack up to kind of look like this. If you have maybe Legos or something, make one with 3 Legos here, 3 Legos here, 2, and figure out what it would look like 3-dimensionally. All right, number 13 is surface area of a cube. Remember, a cube is a prism, so it's PH plus 2B. And then volume of a rectangular prism, volume is equal to big B times H. So you'll find the area of the base times the height. And that is all for the hints. I'll make sure to post the key tomorrow.